Hello mirrors. So today I'm going to be doing both a general and a love reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for mid to end October 2020. I'm sorry this is a little late. Typically it would be for the entire month, but I've kind of had a lot going on. So this is just going to be encompassing from now when you see it till the end of this month. If you are new here, welcome to Law of Attractions and Mirrors Tarot, where we use the cards as a tool to help integrate the fragments of ourselves into one, so we can self-actualize into the people we are born to become. With this knowledge, we can begin to manifest all of our deepest desires if we simply take responsibility for our power. Go ahead and look in the description box if you'd like to jump straight to either reading. And if you're interested in a private reading, that information will also be in the description box. For October, your first question is $5, and every subsequent question after that will be $7. Each question will consist of a 10 to 15 minute video. But let's go ahead, Aquarius, and see what is going on. Okay, Page of Wands. Sorry, it fell out with like 10 other cards. Let's go ahead and see what's going on this month. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. We have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. We have the Moon in the reverse and the King of Pentacles on the reverse. I am hearing to go ahead and clarify each one before starting with my explanations. I'm going to go in with this deck right here. This is, I don't have it listed below yet, but this is from Five Below. And this is a good starter deck. It's very cheap, very, very, very flimsy, as you can see, but it is good because they have these explanations on the cards that can help you learn tarot. So if you're interested in a starter deck, this one could be very good for you. The explanations are not always perfect, but they can help you kind of start to learn the meanings, to start connecting them to your own intuition. Okay, so let's see what the Moon is clarified by. Four of Swords. Okay, so starting off, we have the Wheel in reverse, clarified by the Ten of Swords in reverse. Now in this deck, Ten of Swords is defined as death or ending of situation or relationship, also how I might describe it. But with it in the reverse, this feels like a resistance to change. Tens are the ends of cycles, and the wheel is about cycles. Now, when I see the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, I think of it as a negative cycle. I don't want to say a negative cycle, but you know, those cycles that we have in life that we continue to kind of go through the motions over and over again, even though we know it's not good for us. That could be relationship wise, but because we're not in the love portion yet, this could be a job, this could be a friendship, this could be a way of thinking and a sort of addictive pattern. We don't have the Devil here, so that, you know, that's not going to resonate for all. But it's something that you're continuing to go through, whether it's external, like you're viewing it as external, or it's something that is just an internal thing, a way of thinking, something that you can pinpoint as being originated within yourself. Honestly, everything does. But we have two tens here. The Wheel is the 10th major arcana, and then we have the Ten of Swords, with both of these being in reverse. The beginning of this month, or the main theme of this month, is that it is time to let go of something that is no longer serving you. It could be a type of betrayal. It could be even just in your thoughts, because the swords are the mental energy of the tarot. So this may not even be a physical thing. And regardless, all things, tangible or intangible, they originate in your mind. So let's go ahead and start looking more in detail. We have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. And as you can see in this deck, which is the Lightseer's Tarot, it is the thought, the flame in her mind. It's in the reverse. So we have the Page of Pentacles here clarifying it, which is young woman to 25 years, student, male or female. Okay, that can work here. So I'm going to go grab another clarifier here. I'm feeling drawn to kind of make a connection, a better connection between these two cards. So how can we clarify these two cards together? What is the connection between these two cards, universe? The Ace of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. What is the connection here? Okay. The Page of Cups in the reverse. Okay. So when I think of aces, I think of them as seeds. When I think of pages, I think of them as a learning phase. So it's like you plant the seed and then you start to learn about this plant. You start to tend to it. It's the next step after the watering phase. So because we have one page upright and one page in the reverse, and we have this seed here. So the Ace of Wands in the reverse. A lot of times this can indicate like, you know, F-boy energy. I think of a lot of times, not just this giving just enough that, you know, giving just enough to get what you want. But in this case, I think of Wands as, I feel like in this case, like maybe the seeds that you've been planting in your life, they're not exactly what you're passionate about. And I also kind of get this with this Page of Cups. It's not where your heart is at. So you may be feeding plants in your life that don't contribute to your spiritual well-being or your emotional well-being. But because you are putting energy into it, you are physically doing something to water this plant. You're physically putting energy into this thing that isn't serving you, which may be why it's hard to let go of this cycle. Now let's kind of dig a little bit deeper into here. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse and the Two of Wands in the reverse, which says short journey, movement to or near water. Okay, I think of Two of Wands as a planning phase. So there's not really any planning here. Now, King of Pentacles, this could be in reference to a father figure. It could be in reference to a male in your life, or it could be in reference to physical, like, energy. Because when I think of the King of Pentacles, you can be a male or female with King of Pentacles energy. This is someone who has everything they want, everything they desire. They are able to manifest and literally move towards their goals. Now, why is it in the reverse? I feel like you want to be this King of Pentacles. You want to be able to get what you want in life. I don't feel like you're seeing return on the things that you're putting your energy into. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give a little disclaimer here. I don't read tarot as a future type thing. I'm reading this as advice for you. So this isn't your fate, guys. This is advice because the universe wants you to understand why you aren't in this King of Pentacles energy, why you're not seeing the return on things that you put energy into, because it really feels like your energy is going into the wrong things. You're holding on to negative cycles that no longer serve you. They may have served you in the past. They always do, even the tough ones. This is calling for a plan to action. If you're prone to over planning, this may be saying to let go of that and to be more flowy and to be more intuitive about the things you do. If you are not a big planner, and I'm feeling this is true for most of you, the universe is saying you need to make plans, tiny steps to get to this King of Pentacles. You need to start planting the seeds and watering the seeds that are in alignment with your soul path, that are in alignment with your heart. Okay? Because then we have the Moon in the reverse and the Four of Swords. Both of these cards have to do with the unseen, have to do with being kind of asleep to what is preventing you from going to this next phase in your life, what is preventing you from moving forward. It feels like you might have been stuck for a long time, Aquarius. And I understand this. Oftentimes we get stuck in these loops and these cycles. They're magnetizing. Like our minds, bodies, and souls kind of go in this cycle where it wants to stay in one place. It wants to stay in a stage of homeostasis. It's worried about going out of its comfort zone. But I do want to pick some advice cards because this does seem like a bit of a tough reading, but I do want to see where you can go from here, because this potential for this King of Pentacles is here. This potential for amazing stuff is here. But we need to look at what actual things you need help with this month to get you in this frame of mind. We have mindful wisdom, creating inner harmony. So this is definitely something I kind of feel like you may be struggling with, Aquarius, especially starting off this reading with the Wheel and the Ten of Swords, both in the reverse. You need that inner harmony. When you can maintain that inner harmony, no matter what's going on externally, that's when you get those answers. That's when you have that wisdom of what to do next. I'm feeling like, yes, maybe you need a tangible plan, but first of all, you need to even figure out what type of thing that, what kind of plan do you even need? Because if you don't even have a direction that you want to go in, it's going to be difficult. Now, how do you get this wisdom? This is by being calm in the face of a storm, understanding that you manifest your reality. So it is going to help you to be able to be in a state of harmony with yourself. That also means doing things that are harmonious with your inner state. For example, if you want to, like, maybe a big struggle you have is losing weight, and so if it makes you feel happy and harmonious to visualize yourself being healthy, but then you go out and you gorge on a bunch of food and you stay sedentary all day, well, you're going to experience a lot of disharmony within your soul and within your external life, okay? So it's really saying that this month, make sure that your actions line up with your words. Now, we're not perfect, so you don't want to get yourself in a guilt mindset. Guilt is a really low vibration. It makes us paralyzed. When we feel guilty, it makes us indulge in things that are on the vibration of guilt. So for example, if we feel guilty about eating something bad, like in my previous example, we are more likely to continue to eat bad or do other bad habits rather than accept that we did this and then, focus on building better habits. And then doing something about it, like stocking your fridge with healthy foods, saying, even if it's something like this is something I've personally been doing, not specifically with food, but I have done this before, where I say, okay, I really want some popcorn, for example, and I know it's not the healthiest snack, so I'm going to go ahead and cut up some fruit, and then if I'm still hungry, I'll have that bowl of popcorn, okay? It's that kind of thing. You might need to negotiate here. With your habits. So in order to create better habits, you may not immediately be able to replace that bad habit with a better habit, okay? But you may be able to combine the two, integrate, kind of tell yourself, okay, I can have this if I do this. So you're starting to create better habits in general, okay? We have pride. Okay, so pride is a big one because this is about ego attachment. When we are attached to a certain identity. So, for example, if you are attached to whatever this negative cycle is and you consider it as part of you, it's going to be difficult to let go of it. You have to work on expanding outside of your current paradigm. How do you identify? Identification isn't a bad thing necessarily, but it can limit us whenever we don't allow ourselves to go past that. So what is the takeaway here? Well, I do think it will help if you learn some meditation practices. Something as simple as visualizing your energy body expanding can really help you to get out of just your current limitations, your current mindset, your current identifications, and your pride. And don't let pride get in the way of doing what's right is another message for some of you guys. So this month, you are really going to want to work on the sixth chakra, which is your third eye chakra. This makes a lot of sense because it may be that you're having trouble seeing things for how they really are. If you're stuck in like maybe a pride mindset, having trouble getting out of an old cycle. This says, I trust my inner knowing and I am at peace with myself. I create more moments of stillness and silence and I listen for the truth. Yes, that's what I'm getting with this mindful wisdom right here. I'm open to connecting with and listening to my guts and my heart's feelings, and I don't override them with my mind's logic. I practice meditation, prayer, and contemplation. Beautiful. Yeah, you want to be able to see things for how they really are. We don't want those like comforting lies, even though that's what the world promotes. On a spiritual level, we want to be real with ourselves, and that's what a lot of this reading is about. We have go now. That's interesting. I'm going to get a clarification for this card, go now. But this feels like stop delaying, okay? That's the main message I'm getting from this. Stop delaying. Okay, look, we have Page of Wands in the reverse. That came out initially, remember? Yeah, so stop delaying starting your passion, okay? You want to, we have 3 pages here. We have the Page of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, okay? But the only one upright is the Pentacles. So this is like doing something, but without the heart and without the spirituality aspect. So when you know something as an alignment with your heart and your spiritual desires, that's what you need to move forward on, okay? And if you're still not sure what this is, that's what opening up this third eye, doing some type of meditation or like journaling practice, anything like that is going to get you into greater alignment, okay? We have, may my words today overflow with love. And that is an affirmation you can tell yourself. So not only your words towards others, but your words towards yourself. Make sure that as much as you can, back up your words with love. So if you're struggling and you're fighting with someone and saying things that you don't mean, or telling yourself things that you don't actually mean or you don't want to manifest, take a deep breath and find a way to process. Okay, we don't just want to speak with emotion, especially coming right here with this pride. You may be saying and doing things that just are more in line with your conditioned self, not the kind of person you want to be. So you and your loved ones are safe. This is the new moon in Cancer. So if you're really worried about your security, you're really worried about your safety, because that might be part of why you're struggling right now with letting go of this cycle. You may feel like if you let go of it, you're no longer safe, because that's where your comfort is. That's what you know. It could even be that you're not in the best situation, but you tell yourself it's what you know, and it's just comforting to you because it's predictable and you're worried about the unpredictability. Remind yourself that the universe has your back, and no matter what, you are safe, okay? Called Soul Gifts and Training, it's time to step up. Yeah, that's this message I'm getting now. So we have go now, and it's time to step up. So I think you're a lot more ready than you may feel for whatever this next step in your life is. You're a lot more ready than you believe for this next phase. You are ready to let it go. And you're called. You have tons of gifts. You've had training in other lifetimes. You may even be experiencing training in your sleep. If you want to look into that, that's quite an interesting subject. But regardless, you're not a newbie. You may feel like you feel like you want to be further along in life right now, and you may feel like you're a little behind, but honestly, you're not. You're a really well-rounded soul, okay? You're just in this body, and the more you allow yourself to expand outside of limitations of your conditioned beliefs, the more you'll remember that you are an eternal being of love and light and infinite potential. So a broken heart in the reverse, yeah. So this is a time to clear out trauma, to let go of these things that don't serve you. Again, this is really feeling aligned with this 10 of Swords in the reverse, the Wheel in the reverse. Don't allow yourself to go back into that cycle where that breaks your heart, that continues to hurt you. You're ready. You are so ready to move past it. I'm going to end the general reading with these 2 cards. We'll see what the final messages are before moving on to the love portion. Okay, we have at day's rest end, and then we have this card. Okay, let's talk about these 2 cards together. I find peace in nature, and I rest my body and mind in order to connect to spirit. And then the next card says, sometimes the strongest people in the morning are the people that cried all night. Wow, so look, these 2 cards have to do with evening time. So I think one of the biggest messages that the universe is trying to tell you right now is that you need a nightly routine. You need to go to sleep with a clear, peaceful heart. Now, this doesn't mean all your problems are resolved at the end of the day. It means that instead of spending the night crying and acting strong, find a routine that gives you a peaceful rest. If this is simply meditation before bed, if this is visualizing as you fall asleep, if this is taking a nice bath and then stretching and then, you know, scripting at night, whatever it is for you, find something that you can do nightly that you start at a particular time and you know makes you feel comfortable at night. Tell yourself as you're falling asleep that you trust that your brain is going to process some of these struggles, that you're going to wake up filled with energy and you're going to feel peaceful and you're going to be aligned with love, okay? So I'm going to go start the love portion of this reading, Aquarius. Okay, so I'm feeling drawn to picking one of these Angel Whisper cards in regards to your love life to start you off. Romance. Lavish the ones that you love with your personal attention and affection. Okay, so we are going to get more details, but yes, it may be that you might be neglecting your person. If you're not with anybody, this is saying that the people that you love do need your attention and your affection, because it does draw more into you. But I do want to get more information with these 3 cards. We have soulmate in the reverse. Yes, this is your soulmate. We have finances and careers in the reverse. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And then we have playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So right now we have 2 cards that talk about romance. So one of the things I pick up with that is to be a dreamer, okay? To allow yourself to imagine that all things are possible, that you can manifest a reality where you are in alignment either with this person or with someone else. We do a soulmate in the reverse. Now, don't worry, I don't necessarily think that that means that the person that you're with is not right for you. If you feel like they are, and that's something you feel, then that is true. But it may mean that you are not exactly in alignment with your person right now. For some of you, you might be dealing with a karmic partner. And for others of you, you are ready to release an old soulmate to call in a new one, okay? So whatever one of those 3 messages resonate for you, that is what that card means. Now, we do have finances and career in the reverse. This can either mean that you're spending too much time focusing on your career and your work life, or you're not spending enough time. Now, oftentimes we kind of can get this concept that another person is going to make us feel complete, okay? And that we don't want to focus on our work or whatever because we're really waiting for this person to come in and complete us. So if that is your mindset, the universe is saying focus on your career. If you're unhappy in your career, find a new avenue if you need to, because it may be affecting who you're calling in. Oftentimes I think of destiny and fate like chapters. You know, sometimes we have to close out chapters before we can start this new one, because if you're in a career you hate and a person that is your soulmate comes along, you may not appreciate them to the fullest of your ability. Or if you're spending so much time at work and you're not opening yourself up to meeting new people, that's obviously going to affect whether your soulmate is ready to come into your life or not, okay? So then we have playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine, which is really great. So just be lighthearted. Don't take romance so seriously. Don't take the dating world so seriously. Don't take fights with your partner so seriously. Get out of the illusion that there has to be problems all the time, okay? Because oftentimes we can get that feeling, you know, that romance is hard, relationships are hard. This month is really saying to get out of the illusion of feeling like it has to be difficult. Have fun with it. Find ways to enjoy yourself. And if you're not enjoying yourself, take a step back, okay? It's okay to do that. So the 3 cards we have are 2 of Pentacles in the reverse, Knight of Pentacles, and Strength. So this month, stop the juggling act, okay? That's what I get with 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. Focus on what's important, guys. Because then next we have Knight of Pentacles energy. So you're going to take that pentacle or the couple pentacles, whatever pentacles are important to you, whatever real life things are important to you, and you are going to slow and steady move them forward. Since we have 2 of Pentacles here and the finances and career card, I think this is what this is talking about. For most of you, Your job is really important. It contains your sense of security, okay? Work is really important in this current 3D paradigm. What you're doing is extremely important. If you feel insecure, you're not going to manifest a secure relationship. If you feel secure and happy and you feel like you are fulfilling a purpose, whether that is in your career or outside of your career, it doesn't matter. You're going to manifest somebody that is in alignment with that, okay? Have strength in what you are doing. Have strength in the energy that you put out. Know that you are worthy. And then a lot of times the strength card is taking control of the lion, which is the like instinctual self or the conditioned self, the animalistic self. You're going to take control of that, and you are going to be stoic. You're going to really focus your energy on what matters, is really the main message I'm getting here. Knight of Pentacles is very much slow and steady wins the race. You are going to have the things that you desire. It's written in the stars for you to have a happy, fulfilling relationship. But it does take balancing out the other parts of your life. Okay, you cannot ignore it just for the sake of a relationship, whether you're in one now or you're not. I have Rama. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Where are you being called to journey to? Again, this feels very much like it's talking about your next purpose in life, your next chapter in your life, which is a big part of what we're getting in that general reading. I think it's time to let go of the old cycles and move to the next. Then you're going to be able to capture somebody's attention. You're going to be able to magnetize your next soulmate or twin flame, whatever it is. Let's see, we have it is time to take action. Yeah, we had go now on that, on the general reading. Now we have where are you being called to journey to, and it's time to take action. Definitely. You really want to move forward with your life. I feel like once you do and you make that decision, you are going to create the kind of life that you want. You're going to create the space for a soulmate to come in. You don't want them to distract you from your next step. So let me end on one of these angel prayer cards. And then I'm going to pick a couple of message cards, either from your current partner or just messages you need to know. They're cards I've created. So we have healthy choices. Thank you, angels, for guiding me to make healthy decisions. Yes, you're really being guided to get in a higher vibration, in a healthy vibration, consistently doing things that are good for you, consistently taking action. Don't be paralyzed waiting for the perfect person to come along. Don't think that somebody is going to come and save you. You save yourself. And that is the cold, hard, but beautiful truth. Because when you save yourself, it doesn't matter. Nobody can knock you off of that. When you become your own savior and you rise up to the occasion, you don't have to fear that someone is going to come into your life and leave, okay? You're going to feel full in yourself. You're going to feel strong within yourself. You know, you're not going to feel like you depend on someone else for your happiness and for your security, for your strength. You are creating the strength within yourself. And it's not like something so difficult. You don't have to be so serious. We do have Knight of Pentacles and Strength, which are serious energies, but they're also right here with this playfulness card. This is something that comes naturally to you if you allow yourself to be led by your heart and your intuition, and you actually take steps to move forward. I think the main vibe I'm getting from all this is that this is easier than you think because you're ready. But let's go ahead and get a couple of messages. I do apologize. These tend to be loud when I shuffle them, so let's see what's going on. Oh, two wanted to come right out. So let's see what these say. I am so sick of you trying to change me. My love language is quality time. Wow, so we got another thing saying quality time. So for a lot of you, I think it's important for you to spend time with this person that you love if you're with somebody. And this could be talking about your future person, or it just could be a sign if you are single right now that in the future, the person that you call in, it's important that you spend time with this person and you make them a priority in your life, not above yourself, but just that maybe in the past you've struggled with this. This could also be talking about your specific love language, and you want to manifest somebody that spends quality time with you. Now, I find this last message interesting. I'm so sick of you trying to change me. This feels like your energy, guys. It could be for some of you that you're trying to change your partner too much rather than kind of accepting them for who they are and manifesting internally something better. But it feels like you may struggle with this change. We had pride in the general reading, and then we have a lot of like stuck energy, and you may feel like your partner's trying to change you. They are a reflection of you. So if they're trying to change you, it's because there's something internal that you aren't happy with. So allow these changes to happen, ones that are natural to you, ones that feel good to you, ones that align with your heart and soul, not ones that you feel like society is telling you to change. But I do feel like you are yearning for change, but not in a hateful way. You want to yearn for change in a loving way, not because you're being judgmental of yourself, okay? So this is all I have for you, Aquarius. I do want to remind you that an Aquarius's purpose is awakening. So this is time for your next awakening, and you're really good at it naturally. So another thing I would like to remind you is to go ahead and look at your moon, rising, and Venus signs for more extension of your month for the rest of this month to get a better idea. And that's it, guys. If you've enjoyed this reading, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And that is it, guys. I love you.